Welcome to a tutorial on setting up a normal password on the PX-420S available from digidoor.co.uk. So this is a quick tutorial, not talking about the master password, which is a password which has greater authority than the normal passwords, which we're talking about now. So a normal password is a password which is possible to be given out to other people or to be used by yourself or your family or friends that you are inviting to stay in your home, or just people you wish to rent out the house to. You should keep this password separate and different to a master password. That's very important. If you set the normal password to be the same as the master password on the PX-420S, definitely you will lose the functionality of the master password. So just don't do that. Okay, and so this tutorial will explain just how to set the normal password up. The 420S, it has 8 normal passwords that you can enter into it. So it's quite a number. It's quite useful. As well as that, you can also use like the digital keys, and you can also use your master password. So without any further talk, let's just go through this tutorial on how to set up a normal password. So the first thing I will say is please be careful with passwords, because when you forget like your email password or something, you can always get it sent to you in some way. But unless you set up a way to send your forgotten password to you, you really there's no way to come back. So it's really important that you take this quite seriously. I would probably write it down if it's not something which is easy to be remembered. And also you could email it to yourself or text it to yourself, just as a way to remember. I don't want anybody to feel, oh no, I locked myself out and there's no way to get into my home. So while you're setting this up, what's a good idea, or really important, is that you open the door. You don't close the door while you're setting it up. And then when everything is set up, then you can check that it's all working. And then once you're sure that everything is working, then you test it out. The password is all working, so then it's possible to close the door and not be locked out. So how do we set this up? So first of all, I want to just introduce you to this password. So in order to use the keypad, first of all, well, here on the keypad is the 0 button. The 0 button, if you press it and you're on the outside, it puts the latch into lock position. So usually this is on your door on the back, this portion. This kind of lock is it's a rim lock, so it doesn't go within the crevice of your door. It actually goes on the back of the door. So yeah, it's more easier to set up this way. Okay, so how to set this up? So let's look here. This is the keypad. When you want to use the keypad, you just put your hand over it and it lights up, and that's a capacitive keypad. And then on the back you have the battery place where you have all these batteries. The batteries last a really long time, so you shouldn't really have to worry about that. When they are running low, you'll hear a beeping sound, so it will remind you need to change the batteries now, just like a fire alarm. If you forget to change the batteries, look over here. These these pads are for a 9-volt battery. You put a 9-volt battery on there, and you have a way to get in. Okay, so let's have a look. So here you see this key is called a 10 key. Okay, important. You need to note this one. This one is closer to this big circular manual opening and closing button on the back of the door. So the 10 key is the closest one. So if I press this one, and then what I need to do, I need to enter in the pin code that I wish to use, and then after that I press the star key. Now when you're entering master password, it's different, so just be very careful. So press the 10 key, your password which you wish to use, and then the star key. So for example, I'm going to use the simple password 1234 just as a demonstration. This is not what you would usually use because it's too easy and many people might just try and guess that one. So let's just show you as a demonstration. So press the 10 key, then press the password which I wish to enter, and then the star key. Now that has been entered into the lock. We can just test it out, and this is what you should do with the door open. So the door is locked at the moment. Let's just test it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4 star, and you can see it's working. It's working very well. So that's great, and you could enter in more passwords and just up to 8 normal passwords as you wish, or you could just use just 1 or 2. So that's a demonstration of how to use the normal password on the Milrare PX-420S, available from digidoor.co.uk. If this was helpful to you, please do subscribe to our channel, and also you can give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, or write some comment if you have any questions. Yeah, so I hope this was useful to you, and I hope to see you back again. There are more tutorials on how to set up other functions of this lock, so do check back at this channel.